Hey gardeners, my name is Milan and this is my garden ATL Grow. Today I'm going over 9 crops that'll be ready for planting in your garden this spring. I'm starting all my seeds today in these air prune trays from Bootstrap Farmer. I'm going to use 2 different sizes. The first size is the 6-cell trays. These are great for leafy greens and your smaller variety vegetables. For my larger fruiting vegetables, I'm going to be using the larger 4-cell trays. The first crop that I've picked today is arugula, and it's the rocket variety from True Leaf Market. Arugula is a dark leafy green that can add a spicy flavor to salads. If you follow me on my other social media channels, you're going to be a little surprised to see this one. Because in the past, I haven't had good luck with arugula. It's always been a little too bitter for me. But after doing a little research, I've learned that it does better in cooler weather. So I'm hoping by growing it now, that'll blunt that bitter flavor and not ruin my salads. For all the seeds that I'm sowing today, I'm using a seed starting mix that's a blend of Pro Mix potting mix and Soil Cube veggie mix. This is a combo that's worked really well for me over the past couple of years. Arugula should be sown at a depth of about 1/4 inch, and that's really going to be consistent for most of the seeds that I'm sowing today. These seeds germinate at temperatures above 60 degrees, so starting them off indoors is going to be ideal. Arugula is cold hardy and it can withstand light frost. So once they germinate, I'll keep them in a house for about 4 weeks, and then I'm going to transplant them outdoors so that I can have fresh greens the rest of the winter. Crop number 2 is broccoli. The variety of broccoli that I'm planting today is Waltham 29, and my seeds are from True Leaf Market. I'm planting today in these Bootstrap 6-cell trays, and I'm sowing 1 seed per cell. This variety produces nice uniform heads. A great thing about broccoli is that once you harvest the main head, this variety produces nice steady side shoots so you can continue to harvest from your plant. These seeds will germinate in 3 to 10 days. You'll want to sow these at approximately 1/2 inch. Broccoli is another cold tolerant vegetable, so I'll be sowing these outside about 4 to 6 weeks before my last frost. Crop number 3 is cabbage, and I've picked the Charleston Wakefield variety, also from True Leaf Market. This is a variety that's been around since 1892, and it produces nice large heads, larger than what you'll see with other cabbages. Even though this produces a larger head, it has a short growing season, so that should do really well here in the South. These cabbage seeds will germinate in 5 to 12 days. I'm sowing these seeds at a depth of 1/4 inch. You might be noticing the theme that these cold crops are all cold hardy, and this is another one that I'll be transplanting outside at about 6 weeks before my last frost. The next crop that I'm starting today is cauliflower, and this is the Snowball Y variety. The seeding depth for these seeds are about 1/2 inch, and they should germinate in 7 to 14 days. Cauliflower do like temps slightly warmer than broccoli, so I'll be holding these off until 2 to 4 weeks before my last frost. Moving on from brassicas, my next crop is celery. This is the Utah 52 to 70 improved variety. This variety grows taller with longer ribs and a slightly deeper green than what you're going to see with the typical celery. It also is said to have a slightly sweeter flavor. It's disease resistant, and this variety matures in about 100 days. With all of these, you can sow them directly, but I found that celery is a little bit slower growing, so I'm starting mine around the 12-week mark before my last frost. Celery seeds germinate in 14 to 21 days. Again, it's a bit of a slow grower, so make sure you keep the soil moist during that time. My next crop is going to be leeks, and the variety that I'm going with is the large American flag leek. Leeks actually date back to the days of the ancient Egyptians. They have a light, delicate onion flavor that's great in salads, stir fries, and soups. This variety produces a tasty pearl white bulb with really large green leaves. The stems grow 10 to 12 inches tall, and the bulb can get 1 to 2 inches in diameter. Leeks should be sown at a depth of about 1/4 inch, and they germinate in 7 to 14 days. Leeks are another slow grower, so starting them out at the 10 to 12 week mark is going to help get you ready for spring planting right around your last frost date. My next crop is eggplant, and I'm going with the Black Beauty variety. These seeds are a little bit larger. They kind of remind me of tomato seeds. I'm sowing at a depth of 1/4 inch, and these will take 7 to 14 days to germinate. Crop number 8 is bell pepper, and I've picked the Golden Cow Wonder variety. These produce classic yellow bell pepper, and they've quickly become a favorite in my summer garden. As they grow, they start off as the dark green bell pepper that we're used to seeing, but then they mature into the golden color. I'm sowing 2 seeds per cell at a depth of about 1/4 inch. These should germinate from anywhere from 7 to 21 days, but they do benefit from a heat mat even indoors. And you probably figured, since they're starting off on the heat mat, they are temperature sensitive, and they are. These won't be going outdoors until 2 weeks after my last frost. Crop number 9 is tomatoes. I'm actually sowing 2 varieties of tomatoes today. I'm doing the Container's Choice and the San Marzano. Both of these are determinate variety tomatoes, which if you don't know what that means, determinate varieties grow to a set height and then they produce their fruit. The other version that you'll hear of is indeterminate, and that's the vining type. They grow to the height that you support them to and they continue to produce fruit all season. Because I'm a small space grower, I've actually found that I prefer the determinate variety for spacing. I will grow 1 or 2 varieties of the indeterminates in containers elsewhere around the garden. The Container's Choice variety is a slicing tomato that produces medium-sized fruit with a bright red color. The San Marzano produces a medium plum-sized fruit. This is the kind that you'll typically see used for canning or, my favorite, in salsas. They're in the nightshade family with eggplant and peppers, and that's why they have similar growing conditions. So these are another one that won't be transplanted outdoors until 2 weeks after my last projected frost. If you don't yet know the frost date for your area, just go online and Google your frost dates for your area, and that'll let you know exactly when you can transplant your plants outdoors. And there you have it, the 9 crops that I'm sowing. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to the channel to learn and grow along with us. Happy gardening.